John Deere 5510, another project. Rebuilding the wheel hub. It's leaking along here and dripping oil. It only has 80, not even 900 hours on it. And a lot of these issues should not happen. But, you know, the good news is nothing is really worn out, damaged, because the hours are not that high, so it should be pretty simple to do. Take the wheel off, and I'm gonna take these bolts off, take these bolts off. Anyways, I got the whole rebuild kit for it, all the O-rings and the seals. I lifted the tractor with the bucket, okay? All right, and then I placed some blocking and then additional supports, and so this is ready to go. I'm gonna rebuild that. It's a beautiful day today, 60 degrees, like 3rd of March, and might as well, season is ahead, so I gotta get this done. I got other issues with this tractor, but I tackle one item at a time. Got the wheel off, got the drain plug undone. There's gonna be pressure of oil shooting out, so make sure you have a bucket, otherwise you'll make a mess. There is an O-ring on the thing, and so I would suggest getting a new O-ring for this thing. There's a little magnetic piece here which collects all the shavings, metal shavings. Good thing I don't have any metal shavings over there. So now what I'm gonna do is there's an Allen head bolt. I'm gonna take those off. It should separate between there and there. This should come off. Okay, took that off. Now I'm gonna take, it was pretty easy taking those 2 bolts off, and it came off pretty simple. There is one O-ring right here. You want to replace this guy too. Anyways, now I'm going to take these bolts off. There's a what do you call it, clamp right here that you got to take off to remove this gear. Okay, I got most of the bolts off, so I removed this. This is the order. We have one washer. Okay, another one. So this one goes in first, and then this one goes the second, okay? And then the C-clamp goes in here. So I got that section off. Pretty much there's a bearing that fits right in here. There's a second part of the bearing that sits over there, but anyways, this was sitting on here, right? I used the pry bar between that and this wheel hub and kind of pry it out, rotate, push, and it will nicely come off this groove. It's sitting on this groove right here, and they'll come off, and that's it right there. There's this is what it looks like. And this is the back one. The back seal is leaking. I bet this guy right here, it's leaking because this is where all that oil is coming from. So here's the new John Deere part. I can't remember how much it cost, but as the seal that goes in the back. So there is actually a hole right here, and that hole actually comes across all the way out to get the other seal out. So let me show you. See that? You hammer this out. There's kind of openings on both sides of the. There's one right there, and there's one right there. That's how you get the seal out. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, it's not too bad so far. So as I was getting the seal out using the slots provided with the screwdriver, so the backside came out, okay, and then but the metal, I guess the outside is still stuck in here, so I have to still get it out, and I'm just kind of prying it out this way, and then I'm gonna get this metal piece out. This is what the new seal looks like. It's different. So this side goes in, so it goes like this. Okay, and that's different. Okay, this is what the old one looked like. It had a little flange on the perimeter, and this one just have metal, which is okay, I guess. I don't know why they did that, but it would go like this. Okay, go like that. I guess the metal would be okay if it's touching the back side. I think maybe metals be okay, I don't know. Really doesn't matter. But that's what the new one looks like. And this side goes to the outside. This goes inside. Yeah, so now I gotta get this metal collar around the seal collar out. Okay, this is what it looks like. Came out pretty easy. That's part of the old seal. Okay, don't need that. I'll have to clean this out real nicely here. Put a new seal in here. So I decided to replace the seals on the shaft, which, because I already purchased it, you know, and I'm gonna replace this seal here, just in the back of the shaft U-joint, I guess in the front of U-joint. There's the shaft. Yeah, so I'm gonna replace that seal that goes on there, and I'm gonna replace seal that goes on the end here. The shaft looks great. The biggest problem was to take these caps off that's bolted here. There's 4 bolts on each side, and the biggest problem was to get these things removed. The top one came off pretty nicely. The bottom, I struggled. You have to use wedges. There's these pockets inside there. Let me show you that. So this is the top. See these pockets right here? If you can see it right there, this is the top. So you can put a wedge on inside those pockets and pry them open. So the top one came out really nicely. The bottom one, I struggled for about half an hour to get it out. I used every kind of wedge I do not have a chisel. Chisel would probably be good too, but anyways, I just work on each side, slowly, and then it came off. Nothing is damaged as far as the grooves. Everything looks great, but I will replace. I believe this seal has also been leaking, because you can see all that nonsense. Might as well get this done, and so this section will be fully complete, rebuilt. So this is what the old one looks like. It's pretty much metal on the outside or everywhere. It was sitting like this, and inside is rubber. The new one looks a little different. So this is how it's gonna go in, and this is all like rubber or some kind of plastic on the outside. Inside's a metal. So I use this kind of pry bar with that tip right there, and put it in here and grab onto that metal and just pry it out. That's how I got this piece out. Okay, it was like this. It grabbed onto this metal and came out. not too bad. So I got the gasket on the back side. Go easy on it when you put in. Just go start hammering around the circle very lightly, and it's gonna go in. So that wasn't too bad. So now I got this bearing in there also. Just go tap on it a little bit around the perimeter slightly, and it's gonna go back in. I am replacing this gasket that was taken out, this big one around the edges here, with a new one. Okay, the wheel hub is on. So we put that long O-ring, this is an old one, onto this guy. It has a lip, a groove, like a lip around it. You put around that, and then put it on here, and then you secure these bolts, one on each side, and then get this bolt horizontally. See, oil level up to this point, so this has to be horizontally. And I'm ready to put some oil in this guy, and the oil has to come out of this hole, and that's full. So there we go, and I have a new O-ring for this guy. Okay, pretty much done. So there we go, looks good. I'm all done. So as this is leveled, put the oil enough so it comes out, that's full, and this is the oil I use. High guard transmission hydraulic oil. I think they call for JDM J20C, so that's what you need to use. And then torque this for about, I believe it's 110 foot-pounds torque on this guy. Anyways, don't overdo it because this is aluminum, and as you can see, I'm already kind of destroying the square inside, whatever it's called. Anyway, good as new. Hope this video helps.